Welcome to Snacks for Drama, the place where you come for your snacks, your recipes, for your snacks, for your weekend, for your week, for internet drama or surfing the internet or checking out your Twitter, right? Okay, so tonight we're going Dutch. We're going Dutch. I'm going to give you some Dutch recipes. And the only reason why I thought of this is because I had some dental work done and I have to eat some soft foods. And then I was like, oh, I know some foods to make because the Dutch do make soft foods and cakes and stuff like that are easy on the teeth. Yeah. So here, as everybody knows, I'm half Dutch. Actually, what they would call me is an Indo. But I'm half Dutch, and here are some Dutch facts, okay? So, let me see if I could find some here. Dutch facts. The country is flat as a pancake. That's right. It is flat. When I went there, there's no mountains anywhere. And it's a trip, too, because, you're actually below sea level. But you don't realize how weird it is until you're actually there, and then you see land like above. You don't see mountains, you see land above, and you're below. It's really strange. It's a beautiful country. Okay, for breakfast you have cake. Cake is a breakfast food. It is not a snack food or after dinner food. It's actually what you eat in the morning. We have this thing called mousjes, which is like this chocolate sprinkle. You can get chocolate, you can get dark chocolate, milk chocolate. You also have the ones they have with different colors. It's like white and pink and white and blue. And they usually have that for when you have a baby. So you have blue and pink to celebrate what color your baby is. That's the best thing. I actually found some at the Asian market that other day when I went. It was like $8, but you could get it online for about $5 a box. You have to kind of dig though. It's better to order it. Don't buy them at the stores if you find them here because they rack up the prices because it's an import. Okay, I guess they would call it chocolate hagel, right? Speaking of my tooth, it hurts. This is not good. This is not good. All right. The Dutch love their coffee. See, that explains my coffee addiction. They are the world's biggest coffee drinkers. They drink no less than 140 liters of coffee a year on average. That's 3.2 cups of coffee a day. And let's see what else. Dutch people are the tallest in the world. Okay, I don't know what happened to me with that. I'm only 5'4". So is everybody else. My almost like 4'8". But I think it's because of our mix. But the men are tall. The men are tall. All right. Let's see. Flat as a pancake. There's other stuff on here. Oh, Amsterdam is entirely built on poles. Wow. And the Netherlands is the largest beer exporter in the world. In 2001, beer companies exported an astonishing volume of 1.3 billion liters of beer abroad. Half of that was shipped to the U.S. So that must be like Heineken and stuff like that. Okay. My tooth is hurting now. Now that I think about it. I shouldn't be thinking about it. Why am I thinking about it? Okay, let's get to snacks. So this is the one thing. It's a snack, kind of. You can actually have it as a meal as well. And you'd have to look it up and look for a picture, I guess, to kind of understand what it looks like. It kind of looks like a sausage in a way. I think it's equivalent to a meatball kind of thing. But it's actually soft. So it's called Dutch croquetten, okay? And it's okay. So here we go. You can make this with veal, chicken, lean beef, pork, ground pork if you want. It depends on you. You can kind of like however way you like it. All right? So this is what you're going to need. This you will have to write down. It's a little bit long. Okay, 1 pound of meat, ground veal, pork, whatever you want. Get 1 pound of it. 2 tablespoons of butter. 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. 1/2 cup of milk. 1/2 cup of chicken broth. 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder, optional. Okay, that is optional though because I don't like it spicy. I like mine really plain. 1 teaspoon of curry, which is also optional. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. I can't say that word for nothing. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You put it on steak. That Worcestershire. Okay? 1 teaspoon of finely chopped fresh parsley. And 8 ounces of sliced Gouda cheese. Cut into strips. That is optional. Okay? You don't have to have cheese in it. But that's just optional. 1 egg. 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. Again, this is a different flour. 2 tablespoons of water. 1.5 cups of seasoned dried breadcrumbs, and 1 cup of oil for frying. Alright, so those are your recipes. And here are the directions. This stuff is great. When you go to Amsterdam, and where you go to the area where you get food out of the machines, they actually have this cooked and heated up in a machine. So like you would get a candy bar or Coke, they actually have machines that disperse this. That's how popular it is. Alright, here we go. Place ground meat in a skillet over medium heat. Cook, stir until it's all crumbly, until evenly browned, and set it aside. Then in a saucepan you melt butter, stir in flour until smooth, and cook for about 2 minutes. Then you gradually stir in the milk, the chicken broth, and until it creates like a smooth sauce. Alright? From there you add in the meat, paprika, chili powder, curry powder, salt, pepper, Worcestershire sauce, parsley, and blend it well. Remove from heat and set aside to cool at room temperature. When the meat mixture is cool and slightly firm, shape into cylinders about 3 to 4 inches long and about 1.5 inches wide. Then, this is the part where it's optional. You can press Gouda cheese in the center of it, if you want to have cheese in the center. Press it in the center when you're making those forms. Alright. Okay, then then separately, in a small bowl you whisk together egg, water, and place breadcrumbs on a plate or a tray. So you got this thing going on there. So you coat the croquette in flour, dip it into the egg mixture, and then roll it into the crumbs. And it says repeat the process for thicker breading if desired. Heat in oil in a large skillet over medium heat and fry it until golden brown on all sides. If you have a deep fryer, they can be deep fried instead. Remove to paper towels to drain and serve hot. So when you bite into it, it's gonna be a little crunchy, but it's mushy too at the same time. There are various ways you can make this. If you want potatoes in it, like you could get mashed potatoes and mix it in there too. I know there's something equivalent that we have, like I guess potato cakes. Is that what they call it? Mashed potato cakes. It's something equivalent to that, except this would have meat in it. And Yeah, so those are good snacks. It's super easy. If you have time to stand there and people would actually like it. They'll they may wonder, but it's addicting. Sometimes you could dip it in mustard. Um, you could dip it in mayonnaise, not the other mayonnaise, like fries mayonnaise. I don't know if they sell that here actually. Well, it's like a mayonnaise made for French fries. But anyways, you could dip it in that. So there you go. That's a unique Dutch snack. Okay. But if you have to eat it as a meal because of your teeth, you could do that too. Because my teeth is really bothering me. All right, here we go. Let's go for the broadcast. Oh, hey. Hey, you guys. Hey, Apocalypse. Hey, Andy. I'm doing a quick little podcast for my Snacks for Drama, okay? All right, so let's go. Let's do this thing. Uh, it's only going to be a few minutes long. Okay, I still love that. I don't know why. I still totally love that. All right, now we're going to interesting facts. All right, interesting facts. Um, let's see. Oh, the average amount of time a woman can keep a secret is just 47 hours and 26 minutes. So that means if you tell a woman a secret, you have about 2 days, less than 2 days, to either tell the truth or let it get spilled out by her. You got 2 days to get it together, right? Okay. Another one. Let's see. Pretending to be okay is a natural defense mechanism of the mind, a person's way of attempting to remain strong. Let's see. I used to do that a lot in the past when I was younger. And sometimes I won't say anything, but heck, man, if someone's going to ask me how I am, you're getting the whole story. I'll be like, you know, I'm not okay, all right? I'm not okay. This is what's going on. This and this and this and this is happening. I get all into it. I don't hold back anymore because I got stress, man. I don't need that anxiety. If you're going to ask me how I am, you better be ready to sit down and listen to my whole life story. Otherwise, don't ask. That's how I see it. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, feeling your phone vibrate when it hasn't is a type of OCD. Whew. I thought it was going to say something like if you stick your phone on vibrate that you have OCD because I don't let it ring. I don't let that sucker ring at all because it freaks me out. Like I'm always anxious. Like what if it rings on me and I'm not ready? Am I going to jump? Am I going to get scared? So I have that thing off. My mom, she has it on like full blast. It is so loud. And she's like, oh, hold on, I gotta pick up the phone. I'm like, turn that sucker off. There's no reason for this person to be calling right now. They could leave a message. You don't have to pick it up every time someone rings. All right. So those are some interesting facts. I better hurry along. I'm already at 13 minutes. Hey, Rick, welcome. Andy Bong and Apocalypse. Okay, I'm just doing my quick Snacks for Drama show. And let me get to the next recipe really quick. These are called Dutch babies, alright? You can make this in the morning. It's like, I guess you would equivalent to kind of like a pancake in a way, but not really. You could eat it as a breakfast food. You could put fruit on it. You could eat it plain. It's good. It's addicting, and you gotta love eggs, okay? Alright, so it's very easy. These are called babies. You can call them blueberry babies, you could call them apple babies, whatever. Alright, here's the recipe. 2 eggs, a half cup of milk, half cup of flour, 1 pinch of nutmeg, 1 pinch of salt, 2 tablespoons of butter, and 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Okay. Place a 10-inch skillet inside the oven and preheat oven to 475. Now this is the best way to do it, but if you don't have a skillet that goes in the oven, you can do it on the stove top too, but it just won't come out quite the same. So make sure you have a pan, like an iron skillet, like a pure iron skillet. Okay, in a medium bowl, beat eggs, whisk until light, stir in milk, gradually put in flour, nutmeg, and salt. Remove skillet from the oven and reduce the heat to 425. Add butter on the hot skillet so the inside is completely coated. Pour the batter and then bake it for 12 minutes and remove. Sprinkle powdered sugar. And there you go. Like I could say, you can also put fruit on it too. It's good. It's better than cake. Okay, it's kind of like a crepe, I guess, in a way, but it's a pan crepe. So it kind of looks like a pie crepe kind of thing, but you can make it any way you want. All right, so let's see. Huh? Andrew what? All right, so here we go. I was supposed to read this poem. This is my quick podcast. You know what? I'll be honest. I had no idea I was live. I thought I was doing my pre-recorded podcast. But this is cool. This is cool. You guys can see desert at work. All right. Here's a poem by... Where's the author at? All right. Well, here's a poem. The Boy Who Cried Wolf. All right. Once there was a farmer's boy who wasn't really bad. It's just that he did not enjoy the farm work with his dad. So when employed on shepherd's chores, young Jack revised a plan, which thought it worked became the cause of why he's not a man. A wolf, he cried, a wolf, he yelled, though wolf was not about. Disturbed his dad and mom as well. He rallied to his shout. They raced to save their precious child from forest fierce foe, but no creature half as wild as hedgehog, mouse, or doe. You should have seen its size, Jack said, extending both his arms. We better get you home to bed, sighed Mom, still full of qualms. I can't talk today, probably because of that damn tooth. All right. I have to wait till next week. Tomorrow, I'm going in there anyways. All right, my poem. Because a scheme that worked so well should work it well again, Jack's cry became a warning bell of wolves about the pen. But after 15 false alarms, Jack's dad began to doubt. And anyway, such running harms a man who's plagued by gout. When at the 16th incident he heard Jack's piercing prayer, not he nor even mother went, but left their youngsters there. Of course the wolf had come by this time, at first desiring sheep, but when it saw Jack in his prime, it thought the lambs could keep. Poor Jack put up a lusty fight. His parents should be proud, but by the time the 100th bite, his cries were not so loud. Oh my God, this is so sad! Why did I read this? The moral of this nursery rhyme is harsh but also fair. It's best not to scream wolf every time, but sometimes holler bear. Alright, that was so sad. That was creepy. Oh my God, I can't believe I read that. Rick, I went up listening to one of my... You had a great show today, Andy. I really enjoyed your show today. It was very good. Okay, let's get to the last recipe. This is called Banquet. Okay, it's also a pastry, and this is like one of my favorites. All right, you gotta have like a sweet tooth. And here it is: 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of butter, a half cup of water, 1.5 cup of almond paste, 2 eggs, 3/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract, a pinch of salt, and 1 egg white beaten. Alright, here we go. In a large bowl, you cut cold butter or margarine into flour until the mixture has a crumble-like texture. Make a well in the center and add cold water and mix together to form a ball. Do not overmix. Chill dough. Preheat oven to 450. Grease cookie sheets. And in a medium bowl, blend almond paste, eggs, sugar, extract, and salt. Divide the dough into 4 parts and roll into 15-inch strips. Place the filling along the center of the long strip of dough and then roll up and pinch the ends to seal. Then place it in the cookie sheet. Brush on some egg whites on the top and sprinkle remaining sugar. Bake for 15 to 20 minutes or until golden brown. Then when you're out, you slice them up. So it's like a log. It's like a almond paste log. Those are awesome. You can put almonds on it too if you get really fancy. You can put it on the top. So there you go. There are your snacks for your internet surfing for the week. For when you surf, your drama, whatever's going on, those are some snacks you can have ready on hand to eat. And I hope you enjoyed them. Alright, let's get back over here to the chat. Thank you guys for being here and listening. I'll be back later tonight, okay? But let me get back. Oh, let me do one more news update. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. Interesting facts going on Twitter. Oh, this one's called Funny Tweets. This one's by BTWOMGWTF. That's his account. I don't hate you, but I wish your dad used a condom. What? Okay. Do you ever stare at really attractive people and wonder or think how? Okay. Let's see. Let's remove the space between me and you. What? I'm not reading this guy's stuff. Okay, he's not that funny. It's funny, I guess it's kind of quirky, dumb funny. I wish I could download clothes, food, and money from the internet for free. Yeah, that would be awesome. Okay, well, anyways, let that one go. And I think we're done. With the Snacks for Drama for tonight. Welcome, Paul. All right, so thank you for listening to the short podcast for Snacks for Drama. We were going Dutch. I gave 3 Dutch recipes and some Dutch facts and some interesting facts. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you for listening.